Are we live? Oh, I think we're live. Yay!
Yay!
Hi, everybody. Thank you guys all so much for being here. I so appreciate you. This was so random, and this was just a really weird idea that I had like 2 days ago. So I can't believe I got all these fabulous ladies here at the last minute. So thank you so much. I just want to kind of go around the room and say whether you were Team Sewell or Team Chase and what you're most excited about after the draft. So I'll start. I started out last year, like late last season, being on like Team Sewell because I was, definitely sure that we needed help on the line. But then, kind of as things evolved with free agency, after we signed Riley Reef, I became more like Team Chase. And then, my good friend Malik, right? He was pretty sure that it was going to be Chase, and I absolutely trust him. He's a good guy with good info. So then I pretty much became Team Chase, and I've been pretty much sold on Team Chase ever since. So I'm really excited about him. I'm really excited about what he means for the passing game and the deep ball and everything else. So I'm really excited about pretty much everything about the draft, how everything shook out. So how about you, Yaz?
I am also, or was, and still am Team Chase. It's funny because I never said it out loud until very, very recently because I try to not be problematic. So I was like, I'm just not going to comment on this at all. But then finally it was like the only thing anybody was talking about. So I was like, you have to put it out there. But yeah, I kind of got convinced. Okay, I've said this to some people and they laugh and some people agree, but like I kind of felt like the Bengals need like a little bit more swagger. Like I feel like we need a little bit more swag. We need like some flashy items, and I felt that Chase would bring that, especially because now like more people are going to be interested in watching Bengals games and kind of seeing what we're about. That was kind of my main reason for leaning towards him because I liked both of them. I thought they would both be great additions, but it was in the end that was my choice. I'm very happy about it. One thing I'm surprised about is that all the like lives and stuff that he's done, I feel like he seems very timid or shy. Like he's like look at him kind of feel like he'd have maybe a Joe Mixon personality that's like out there and loud, and maybe it's just because it's his first few days, but like when I was watching videos of him, he's just so like proper and like I don't know, it's funny, but I'm excited to watch him grow and evolve.
You know what though, Yaz? I felt like he was super confident. Like he was like, "Well, I'm the best wide receiver in the draft." I was like,
Okay, yeah,
"Okay."
that's true. That is very true. Yeah, that
So
is true.
I totally agree. Yeah. How about you, Kayla?
I actually started off kind of Kyle Pitts. He's great at football, but as it became more and more clear that we were definitely not going to end up drafting him, I became more Team Chase because you want a weapon for Joe and you want that swagger, you want that excitement. So that's kind of where I ended up. But I'm really excited for our kicker, actually. Surprisingly.
Oh my God, me too.
I agree.
I know. It's like kind of embarrassing. And I feel like on NFL Network, they were kind of like making fun of it. They were like, "Oh, kick the ball, Evans." They kept saying it. I was like, "Shut up. We need a kicker."
Yeah.
Totally.
Like I saw it and I was like, all right, I'm ready for this.
Absolutely. How about you, Jerry?
So I actually just spent the last 20 minutes arguing why I was Team Chase with an Eagles fan that was in our group. And he very much was just kept saying what everybody in the national media has been saying is that our own line's terrible, this and that. And then I had to inform him that we have some new people in there. We have a new offensive line coach that I really think is going to make a huge difference. I kind of feel that. I mean, you can't go wrong having somebody that has chemistry with your quarterback. They know each other, and that's Joe wanted him. They're really good friends, so. I think that we're really onto something good here.
Absolutely. And, I feel like a lot of people, especially the casuals and the media, they didn't really see all that was done behind the scenes. They didn't really see like, oh, that we got Frank Pollock back, that we got, which basically means that everybody else is instantly elevated, and I was really interested in Sewell before I kind of evolved my thinking because, we need more than just tackles. We need guards also. And I know that there are a lot of guys, especially in college, who will play multiple positions on the line, but not everybody can. And not everybody's going to be elite at the NFL level at every position on the line. So I would much rather go with somebody who has been really good at guard and, can play guard, because that's really the biggest need that we have at the moment. So, but
I am excited about Jackson. I keep watching his It's Cincinnati video.
Oh my God.
Every time it makes me
Yes.
tear up. And I saw some, there was some rumors flying around, on Twitter, of people saying, he doesn't like Cincinnati. He went to Clemson to get out of Ohio and blah, blah, blah. But every video that I've seen of him, he actually seems very, happy and excited to be in the team. So I'm hoping that even if he did like Cincinnati, didn't want to play at Cincinnati in the past, I hope that now that he's drafted, he knows that he's going to be such a key component for our team and our offense. I hope that it makes him love us, fall in love with the team, and want to be part of the team. And I mean, I'm sure when he was saying those things, he was so much younger and stuff, but I'm excited for him.
Well, I don't are Jerry and Kayla, are you guys from Cincinnati originally or Ohio originally?
Yeah,
Yes.
forever.
So you guys probably know this better than anybody, but Yaz, I can just tell you that anybody who grew up in Ohio cannot wait to leave Ohio. Literally, everybody who lives in Ohio wants to leave Ohio, especially when you're young, especially when you're in high school and in college. Everybody talks about, oh, I can't wait to leave this place. That's basically the attitude of every single person. Everybody wants to go someplace sexy, someplace warm. But, at the end of the day, Ohio is your home and you carry Ohio with you, I feel like, wherever you go. And when you get a little bit older and realize, that, part of you will never leave Ohio, plus you get this great opportunity to play in the NFL. I'm not sure what the statistics are on people who move back to Ohio, who have moved away from Ohio are. But I think that a lot of people like the idea of leaving Ohio. Yeah. It doesn't mean that he doesn't, like the Bengals or is excited about playing for the Bengals. I think he definitely is. And I think that video really showed it. And I agree. It touched my heart. I had a tear, especially when he's on his mama.
I know.
He's in his mama's bosom. Oh my gosh. That was just, the whole thing.
I looked at my husband and I was like, can we move back to Cincinnati? And he was like, absolutely not.
No, your house looks awesome. I want to come over.
I know.
Hey, well, you guys know that the Bengals play here in Tampa next, so in the 2022 season. So
we'll have a sleepover.
Yeah,
exactly. You guys are all welcome.
A road trip.
Love that.
For sure. Yeah, it's good. I like it a lot. I would love to move to Florida, and Captain and I always joke that we'll be reverse snowbirds. We'll come to Ohio for football season and then spend the whole rest of the season in Florida, because a lot of people in Ohio, including my parents, they'll go down there after Christmas and stay there till March, because nothing good happens after Christmas in Ohio until about April, May. We're still having rough weather, so but we said we we're going to be reverse snowbirds in our old age.
Love that. That sounds like a good idea.
I think Whitney might be here, but I don't see a video. Whitney, are you there?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you. How are you?
Hey guys, sorry I'm not on video. There's still a party raging at my house.
Oh my gosh. It's your birthday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Whitney.
Happy birthday, Whitney.
Happy birthday.
Hey.
Captain says happy birthday. I don't know if you heard him. He's downstairs.
Oh,
but yeah.
Yeah, I just out for just a minute just to be with the girls.
Oh my gosh. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. I hope you're not neglecting your party guest too much. This was so last minute. So I really, really appreciate you coming on. What was your initial reaction to the draft, Whitney? Did you get to see much of it?
Yeah, I followed really closely until today. Today's been a little hectic, so I saw most of today's picks until the last couple maybe. Names I didn't know, I'll be honest, in these last few picks, but when I started looking into them, I found reason to be really optimistic. And I know our guys look for very specific qualities when it comes to who they draft, so I kind of have learned to trust that a little bit. So
yeah, you know what, that's such a great point. And I don't know about you girls, but I feel like I pour my whole heart and soul into the Bengals, and I don't really watch a lot of college football, and I definitely don't evaluate these guys, and I don't even know, what I would be looking for if I were to evaluate them. I follow Ohio State because I went to school there, but outside of that, I don't really follow these guys through college. So I kind of am also learning about these guys for the first time a lot of times in the draft. And but yeah, just sort of trust and believe that they will pick us some good ones.
Yeah, I don't follow college either. For whatever reason, I just follow NFL. I follow college basketball, which is weird. I'm just the opposite of basketball, but yeah. So I'm optimistic. I hope you guys are too. I liked a lot of the guys when I started looking into them. I'll say that much.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. Awesome. So, yes, you talked about your favorite moment. Jerry, Kayla, do you guys have a favorite moment from the draft?
I would say when we drafted Chase. So my best friend back home, his name is Phil. We have a tradition that we FaceTime during our first pick, and we cheers and celebrate, and it's been really, really fun the last couple of years being able to do that. Especially since I live so far away, it kind of makes me feel like I'm still close to home. And really being kind of a part of Bengals Twitter has made me feel so much less homesick.
Yeah.
And it's been amazing. And I wish I would have figured out how to use Twitter a lot better.
That's awesome. I totally agree. That's such a cool tradition that you guys have. That's awesome. How about you, Kayla? Did you get to watch much of it?
Yeah, I watched all the days. I did have to just listen to it from the other room because I just had a baby last week. But
freaking rock star! I can't even believe how put together you are. And I originally didn't even ask you to do this because I thought there's no way she's gonna have time to do my stupid little thing I thought of yesterday when she just had a baby. So thank you again for being here. But anyway, so what was your favorite moment?
It was fun because for the first day when we drafted Chase, my dad came over and I had my brother-in-laws over and we were all watching together, and it was just fun time, and it was fun to just have everyone around. I don't know, because it's been a long year of not having.
It has. Yeah.
Able to have that was I don't know, it made the draft even more special because it was kind of a return to normalcy in some ways.
Yeah, I agree. And honestly, seeing everybody at the draft really got me right in the feels too, because it's been a really tough year with everything being canceled and postponed and small and socially distant. And so just seeing the draft come together, I think was really good for my mentals for sure. Whitney, what was your favorite part about the draft? Oh, Whitney's muted. We may have lost Whitney.
Sorry about that.
Oh no, that's okay. That's all right.
Gosh, I don't know. I do think maybe personally my favorite part about the draft was Zim and his reaction to Chase.
That was pretty awesome.
I feel like I was excited about it, but I kind of live vicariously through Zim for that. Yeah. But yeah, maybe that was my favorite moment. I'm with Yaz too about what's his name? Is it Carmen?
Jackson Carmen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his family's reaction was a pretty sweet moment for us. And hell, I kind of like the kicker.
I know, right?
I like the kicker.
I don't know if you were on when we all agreed. We were excited about the kicker.
Yeah, for it. I kind of got
excited about it.
What was that, Whitney? You broke up a little bit. What'd you say?
I said I'm just kind of for it. I kind of got hyped for it, and I wasn't
absolutely
kicker, but especially when I saw Pat McAfee really put him on blast and seemed really excited for him, and then the Shane Graham endorsement.
Yeah. Did you guys see the video of him kicking the cap off of the Gatorade bottle?
Yes.
Most video ever. Yeah.
I could not believe it.
I watched it so many
times. I'm like, how did that happen?
Yeah. No clue. That was wild. Absolutely crazy. But all right. Well, ladies, are you planning on going to any game? I know all of you guys are out of town. So are any of you planning on going to any games this year? And if so, which ones? What games are you most excited about for this year?
I can start. Actually, I'm a bad person to start because I'll go to any game. But since I'm the furthest away, the plane tickets from LA to Ohio, wouldn't expect they're just insanely expensive and few and far between. Only certain airports, only certain airline, so it's actually like there's no direct flight anymore. It's like kind of a hassle, but I hope to come to at least one, definitely 2 games. Hopefully before it gets too cold, because last time I went it was December and that is not fun.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to go to the Rangers game, and then I think we play the Broncos. Right, Colorado's close to me, so it'd be nice. So definitely going to those 2 games, but then in the jungle, it'll honestly just depends how the schedule falls. Hopefully, like the first one,
Okay. Yeah, that'd be awesome. You know, it's funny because I feel like in Ohio, it's like feast or famine with the weather because the early games, you like freaking die of heat stroke and have to, slather sunscreen on like whatever side you're sitting on. You have to like slather sunscreen on one half of your body. And it's like I've gotten sunburned at so many games. It's ridiculous. I carry sunscreen in my bag now because of that. So yeah, sometimes you don't know if it's going to be 90 degrees or negative, 20. I don't even know. But yeah, I don't blame you for wanting to avoid the cold weather. How about my Florida ladies? What are you guys planning on coming to any games?
So I'm hoping to go to the home opener. I'm trying to. I can't wait for the schedule to come out so I can start putting my PTO days in.
Yeah.
And my boss is. I don't know if you've followed my drama on Twitter with my boss, but we just constantly go back and forth because he's a 49ers fan. But he last year at like the last minute, I was able to go to the first game that Joe won, and my boss basically told me if I didn't go, I was fired. And so he like gave me the PTO like at the like very last second. So he loves football just as much as I do. He just gives me crap all the time because he's a 49ers fan, and obviously they beat us twice in the Super Bowl. But I remind him that I was either not born or that I was in diapers, so it doesn't really count to me.
Right, I know. So, same.
But I definitely also want to go to Vegas. We go to Denver every year, so I'm hoping to like make that trip, the Bengals Denver trip. So really, I would go to everyone if I could. And my husband doesn't want to go to any of them with me because I'm a lunatic at the games and he gets very embarrassed. He's a 49ers fan too.
Oh, is he? Oh, God love him. Yes. How about you, Kayla? Are you going to any games this year, you think? Or I don't know, with that brand new baby.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm sure I'll get to a few home games this year, but I have no idea yet.
Okay. I'll hold the baby. That's great. Captain says I'll hold the baby. I don't know if you can hear him.
Supportive.
Yeah. I don't know if Whitney's still around, but Whitney, are you planning on going to any games this year?
We're in conversations right now, but I know that I'm kind of like everybody else. I think Las Vegas, first of all, I think Vegas is going to be one of those awful places to be a home team because it's such an easy destination spot for everybody.
That's true.
There, people go there anyways and make it a combined trip, and the weather's always great. And so I think you'll see a lot of Bengals fans. So that's a possibility. And then I remember just one little anecdote, and I think I told your husband, Captain, this the other day, but there was a moment where Elizabeth and I were standing in that box and looking out at the field, and we were talking about the first home game and how exciting it'll be for Joe and T to come out on the field for the first time with a full stadium of fans and in the new uniforms. And she got like almost teary-eyed. She was so excited because just the thought of like them finally getting a proper welcome into their home stadium, and then with like the fresh, like uniforms is great. And then all these new guys, that we got through free agency or drafted or whatnot. So, I mean, my dream would be to be at the home opener for that very reason, just to experience that firsthand, because I think it's going to be a pretty epic moment. So we'll see. I will definitely let everyone know if I plan to come in, because I need to know what section to go into and all that kind of stuff. You'll have to coach me.
Oh, absolutely. Wow. That is such a cool story, Whitney. I literally almost just teared up just hearing that story because that's so true. Like, because even the last year they had fans, but not at the home opener and not even close to capacity. So, and I really think people are going to be more excited. And I think people are going to, be more willing to buy tickets this year, especially with the different perks that they've got going on. And I really hope that we can fill the stadium for those guys because they really do deserve it. And that's, that's my whole thing.
100%.
I agree.
She got she kind of I can't express enough to people what a genuine fan she is. I mean, she squealed, her eyes got really big, she looked like she was gonna tear up, and I had just for Joe's home opener, and she said, I can't wait for Joe and T to have that moment because they deserve it so much. She was very aware of it's a big moment for T also, because his season he didn't get that either,
Right.
So anyways, I'm excited for that moment. Hope I can be there.
Yes, that would be so great. But I definitely think we should get together for the Vegas game because that sounds like pretty much a done deal. So
yeah,
let's plan on that for sure.
Seriously, that is awesome.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, does anybody have anything else? I think we're about ready to wrap this up. I didn't want to, take up too much of your girls' time. Thank you again for coming on. I know it was very last minute and very haphazardly thrown together. I still don't even know what I'm doing with this. We got some Who Days, and Cap, Jake says he loves you. He loves you too, Jake. So we got some Who Days in the comments on this StreamYard thing. I really don't even know what I'm doing. I just, I've seen people use StreamYard, so I thought that was the way to go. But does anybody have anything before we wrap this up? Any last minute thoughts on the draft or the upcoming season or anything?
I'm just really excited, and we'll definitely have to do this again soon. I have to go to dinner soon, and I'm sure everybody has things going on. Yeah. But no, this was so fun, and I'm glad that I got to see your faces actually and hear your voice. That's such a funny random thing. But I'm like, oh my gosh, this is what they sound like.
I know.
I'm really excited for the season, and we should do this again, and it's gonna be great.
I agree. Yes. And yes, I do want to make this a regular thing. I don't know how regular it will be in the off season. I might just kind of wait for news to come up and, as things unfold, maybe when training camp starts, maybe we could do another get together. But I think during the season, I definitely want to make it a weekly thing, kind of go over game stuff, what everybody wore to the game is a topic that I would really like to cover. So, just silly things that, the boys aren't talking about, just, make it our own thing. So
love it.
Anybody else?
I'm just excited because, even though it's, the Bengals, it just feels like a new old team, if that makes sense. I have a renewed sense of just, it's different. And if anybody can't feel that this is a different team and a different, front office, then I don't think that they're just kind of casual fan. Or anybody that, just keeps just bashing them. It's okay, well then go somewhere else with it, because we're all here and we're happy to be here and we're here with the team, till the end. So
that's such a great point, Jerry. That is so confusing to me. Why would you spend so much of your life being so miserable? If this isn't fun for you, you don't have to participate.
Nobody's making you do this.
It's very confusing to me, honestly. But how about you, Kayla? Any last minute things?
I'm just really excited. I can't wait. Can't wait to see how we put it all together. Can't wait for training camp. Can't wait for, I'm just excited.
Same. Whitney, birthday girl, anything? Any final thoughts? Whitney,
it's good to see you again. I know you can't see me, but it was great meeting you.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
It was good to hear your voice, Whitney. And thank you for coming while there's a party going on at your house for you. So I greatly appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you so much. We'll do this again soon. And Hoo Day. Love you all.
Hoo Day.
Bye,
guys.
Soon. Bye.
Bye.